So another person that I was really upset about, Joe, aka
Man.
and his fiance Nelly.
Rest in peace to Nelly, man. She was a young girl, 22 years old.
You know, with everything coming her way.
She decided to take her own life.
I wish I was in that room, like a bug on the wall, to kind of hear like what happened, how it happened, like why.
I understand that part of you wanting to be a fly on the wall, but like, wouldn't you have wanted to be the fly on the wall in every occasion? Because this girl's been suffering for a very long time.
That's very true.
You know, a very, very long time. AKA try to help her, try to take her to counseling. And it just, she found this moment where now she thought, like, I can't do this anymore. At 22 years old, sorry, like, it's just...
Right? Like, what are you going through at 22, bruh? What could you possibly go through that you can't get over it to, like, you know, and you think I'd rather take my own life?
That's what I mean, like, and we were speaking about this, like, I think last week. Like,
yeah.
You know how much can change in 1 year.
Exactly.
In 6 months.
Yeah.
In a week.
Yeah.
And that very moment that you're down and out and you're thinking, like, you know what, this is it for me.
Exactly.
You have no idea what tomorrow is going to bring.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? I've been down in the dumps before. Like, I've not thought about doing that, but I mean, like, just... I thought, like, wow, man, I'm
is
really...
this life?
Do you get me? Like,
yeah.
And then I look down and I look back and I'm like, wow, imagine I really decided at that time, you know,
dude,
to do such a thing.
For those at home who don't know what we're talking about, so AKA is a South African rapper. If you don't know, now you know. He's one of our best. He's like I said, he's like our Michael Jackson, our guy, our Chris Brown. You know,
he's just one of us.
He's our guy, yeah. And he's someone who has always been told, like, you for the streets, like you always all about with this person and that person. And for him to finally find someone that he truly, really, genuinely loved and is willing to pay lobola for, and someone who he thinks can live with for the rest of his life. We were rooting for him. We were yeah, guy, go, like
he found the love of his life.
Exactly. And she's so young, she's so ambitious, she's beautiful. You know, she doesn't seem like anyone who can bring stress. Even on social media, you'd barely see her unless it was on his social media.
Yeah.
So she wasn't someone papai, like, who wanted the fame like that.
Yeah.
But now for her to go through, for us to hear of this means that there's so much that someone goes through that you will never see on social media, on
you know, like, we are a sad generation with happy pictures.
We are.
Do you know what I'm saying?
We're so fake, it's mad.
You know what I'm saying? So you would look at that couple and thinking, ooh, couple goals.
Yes, bro.
Look at these guys.
I was like, yes.
I want to be like them.
I want to be like them.
Then next week you find out that very partner jumped off a roof.
Imagine.
What?
And you think happiness the whole time because of Instagram, because of the snaps. You're thinking, these people are happy, man.
I mean, like, what do you think he's going through as a man who's proposed to, you know?
Guy, I don't know, because I know for men it's a big thing to, like, decide this is the person.
Oh, especially if you're for the streets.
Exactly. If you're a street guy, like, I'm sure even his dad was like, "Are you sure this is the one? Like, are you serious?
This is the woman I want." Like,
so for him, after going through so many relationships and things like that, and finally deciding this is what I want, I could not imagine what he's going through. I'm sure have you ever felt pain, but like it feels like it's sitting on top of your chest, like beating through you.
And the worst part about it is that you start blaming yourself. Do you know how dark that rabbit hole you can really run down? When you blame yourself for somebody else's death, you can never happily live yourself because you feel like, I don't deserve to be here.
Yeah.
I'm the reason that person is gone.
Yeah, especially if like, because we heard that they had an argument apparently before.
Yeah, you were saying.
She decided to jump. So imagine now being the person who started the argument, for example, or who just was like, you know what, today I don't like this, or why this?
And you can find the argument was about nothing.
The smallest thing,
literally,
Joe.
like nothing, you know. And obviously they were at a party in a Cape Town hotel. Do you know what the hotel was called again?
I think it's the Stanton. I don't know.
Something like that.
It
was a party on the what floor? Top floor, anyway. Oh yeah, we gotta mention this is not the first time she attempted to commit suicide.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it was a couple of months ago. She tried to commit suicide at the Hilton Hotel
in South Africa. Before you start asking, there is a Hilton in South Africa.
Yes, they do exist. Just to put that out there.
Sorry.
But, so she did try to commit suicide a couple of months ago.
Yeah.
And for me, I think I was mentioning to you off air, like, if someone's done that a couple of months ago, why are you putting them in positions where in locations where know
things can happen?
It's risky, especially you're drinking as well. You know what I mean?
I didn't know the party they went to was in that hotel.
Yeah, it was in that very hotel.
Oh, wow. And also the 10th floor. I understand your AKA, bruh. But like, do you know, if you're dealing with someone who is triggered by certain things.
Yeah.
And even maybe just seeing a cliff or, you know, somewhere high, she's already thinking, hey, why would you put her through that?
And a couple of months before, like, you think, you know what, let's go counseling, let's go therapy.
Imagine.
Forget the parties, forget the cameras.
I care about you and your mental
I care about you.
being.
I'm going to take time out now. Till you're okay.
Yeah.
Like, forget all of this.
Yeah.
Because this means nothing without you. Do you understand?
Literally.
So I think, I'm not accusing my man. Like,
oh, no,
not at all. But I'm
can't.
saying there should have been a level of responsibility of, like, you know, let me not put her in these situations and stuff like that.
And you know, sometimes when people drink, they turn into different people.
Of course, yeah.
And you know, for all we know, when she's not drunk, she could be the sweetest sweetheart. And then after a couple of drinks, she's like,
you know,
Megan Thee Stallion out here, you know, rocking the boat.
Exactly.
You know, and we know with the whole Chris Brown, Rihanna, once you're intoxicated, things can be said and things can happen.
Yeah.
Quick story, actually. I don't know if you remember Lebu Matosa.
I recognize the name, but I don't.
She sang, she was with Boom Shaka.
Oh.
It's about time to listen to Boom Shaka.
yeah.
So she how she died, she was in a car accident. And the guy who was driving survived.
Oh, wow.
And like, I think a year later, because of how big she is and everyone's now in the nation is crying for her, he ended up taking his own life.
Oh, wow.
So this is like, when you said like, how do you think AKA feels? I hope it's not a situation where he carries the burden so much upon himself. Because I'm sure before he met her, she was going through her own stuff.
That's the thing. And that's like, when you get in a relationship, you got to recognize that you're taking someone else's luggage on top of yours. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, maybe if you should be going into relationships while you still got things you want to deal with, or you could get in relationships and that person could help you get through it, which is what I think AKA was trying to do. In terms of that story you just said, it's just making me think now, like, we need to be praying for my man now.
Because, we do.
Yeah, that there's a chance there could be now too. You know what I mean?
And for him also in the relationship, we don't know whether like it was emotionally stressful for him as well, being with someone who's constantly antagonized by themselves.
Unhappy. It's like, babe, I'm taking you on holiday. I'm giving you this. I'm giving you, like, what can I do to make you happy? Look, I'm about to make you my wife. Like, are you still not happy? Like, you know, they were meant to get married in a few weeks.
Yeah.
Dude. So, now think about all that. You see all those phone calls about the wedding, and it's just gonna be like.
But now this is my thing. Was the argument that deep? Like, for you to just like, so before you do it, I'm sure you think, I'm really doing this thing. What was I supposed to be doing with the rest of my life again? Like, remind yourself. So was that not important to her that she was getting married?
Was anything important to her though? Her family, her life, her own self. Was anything important? Because when you make that decision, of course, you have a couple of minutes to think, like, is this all worth it? It's like, you know what? No, it's not.
It's sad.
You know what I'm saying?
It's really sad. But RIP to our young lady, a beautiful soul, gone too soon. Yeah, man.
I think it's just another chance, to really. I've been advocating this for the past few weeks.
Yeah.
Mental health is such an important thing.
It is.
Please, guys, check on your people. Call your friends that you've not spoken to for a long time. Check on your family. You just don't know what's going on, like, you know.
But sometimes, like, I think we get too caught up in what's happening with ourselves because we know mental health is real. And we don't want to fall into a trap where now it's a rabbit hole of bad thoughts for your life. You know, and you get caught up trying to make sure that you're okay. But sometimes if someone doesn't come to you and tell you, hey, bruh, like, I'm going through the pits, how will we know?
That's what I'm saying. Just a little checkup.
True.
Just a little checkup. I mean, I could be coming in here every day smiling and laughing, but I'm going home to like the worst situation of my life.
True.
Like, but just because you're assuming here in our space that I'm this, maybe outside of the space, a phone call would be like, yo, actually, man, you good? How's everything, you know? It's like, yeah, no, I'm all right, thank you. Thanks for checking
Going back to the baggage, we were talking about going into a relationship with baggage.
Yeah.
Do you think that as adults now, you should tell someone that you are planning to be with that this is what I'm going through, because some people kind of assume that because I've tried doing it all by myself and it didn't work, let me get into a relationship and I'll be so occupied with what they're doing that I'll forget that I'm sad. You know, because I've been there before when I was dating someone and I was really going through depression, but I didn't know it was depression at the time. You know, people would come up to me that I'd never speak to before and come up to me and be like, dude, like, you're smiling, but your eyes are not glowing. Like, there's no light inside.
There's
like, what's going on with you?
Yeah.
You know, and I didn't know. And I found myself being in an abusive, violent relationship with someone because their excuse was, you carried so much and I had to carry it for you and I didn't know how. You didn't tell me you were going through something so that at least from the get-go, I could try help and I think, have more patience with you.
So he was accusing your luggage as a means of why he was abusive.
Yes, but that's a different story.
I understand. Yeah.
But like, just that point of, as an adult, before you date someone, be honest with yourself and really check yourself and let that person know, because the things that they now have to carry because they love you in the name of love, that hurts.